morning, good afternoon, and welcome to Achievers Financial Education. And I am Anitra Harrington, and we are on all the social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So please join us on whichever platform that suits you so that you can be able to get all the knowledge that we are going to drop for you guys so you can be well educated. And we are honored to be able to have Fred Nairn-Janak, who is our guest that we're going to have today. He's usually our host, and I am switching seats today. So he's going to be able to drop some real good nuggets on us with some great information. So Fred Nairn, please tell us, first and foremost, how long have you been in the finance industry in general, and then give us some nuggets on how long you've been in just, you know, the industry of insurance and other parts of it as well.
Good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, depending on the time and where you are listening to the show. My name is Fred Nairn-Janak. It's a good question, Anitra. So my name is Fred Nairn-Janak. How long have I been in the finance? I've been in finance since 1994.
Wow.
1994, it's a long time, right?
Yeah, I was still in high school.
For the insurance industry, I've been in the insurance industry for the past 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah, for the past 16 years.
So that means you have quite a bit of knowledge and expertise in quite a variety of things to be able to share for us.
I would say just a little bit. A little bit, yeah.
If you were a doctor, I would definitely come and see you because you have some knowledge to be able to make sure you are well-versed.
I'll be glad to be a doctor. I'll be glad to be
So you're a doctor of finance in a sense, so yes. So, so today we're talking about insurance and some of the history of how insurance was brought about. So I have some questions for you that we have. So can you tell the audience, where did insurance come from? I know we hear a lot of different things on different things and whatnot, but please enlighten us about where did it actually come from?
Actually, it's very difficult to establish the wide history of life insurance. So depending on where you are located, you can have some, history about life insurance. For example, if you are in London, the first life insurance was sold in 1662 by a company named Amicable Society. Amicable Society, that was the first insurance company in London in 1662. Now it takes more, more than 100 years to find the first life insurance in the United States of America.
Wow.
It takes the first insurance was sold in United States of America in 1759. Okay, 1759. So meaning we have different dates depending on where you located, depending on so you have different dates. But the most popular date is 1662 for London and 1759 for the United States of America.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Most people probably never know that, so that's awesome for them to know. And help them to understand that it just didn't appear overnight like some people see on these commercials, or if you're in the daytime sitting at home and you probably see all these life insurance that come up. And that brings us to the next question that I have here that's for us. So we hear a lot of things that people advertise to us. So then tell us, what is the purpose of life insurance? And because a lot of people give us all of these things that they advertise to us, so what's the purpose for us to actually even have life insurance?
To keep it simple, Anitra, I would say life insurance should be a way to replace your income. If you're listening to the show, the simplest way to describe life insurance is a replacement of income.
Okay.
So meaning that should be your income protection. And by the way, back then in 1662, life insurance, that wasn't the name. The name was death insurance. Because back then, ladies, don't used to go to work.
Right.
Okay, they used to stay home, take care of the kids, and take care of the family.
Right.
So back then, they used to make sure the breadwinner is protected.
Right.
And the name of it is death insurance. It was just the idea is to protect the income of the breadwinner in case the husband go out and doesn't have a chance to make it back.
Right.
They make sure that they have an income, not only to cover, they have money, not only to cover the funeral, but money to replace his income. That was the idea.
Okay.
Originally, that was the idea of life insurance. So life insurance, to keep it simple, should be a way to replace your income. That should be your income protection.
So I'll put myself in the position.
Mm-hmm.
If I was a stay-at-home mom, wife that was taking care of the kids, I have no work experience whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm gonna repeat some things so the audience can understand better. Back in those times, and some wives still work at home as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't worked at all in my life. So I have been taking care of the kids, taking care of the household, while my husband goes out and makes sure he brings home income. So God forbid my husband now passes away, and now I am in fear of, now I've lost my husband, and I'm mourning his death. But now I'm worried about, how am I gonna pay all of these bills of the house, take care of the kids for, I have little ones. Maybe I may have 5 or 6 kids. And back then, there were a lot of kids, so we probably had a lot more than that. But now I'm gonna be worried about how I'm gonna continue to take care of all of these children. And in addition to that, continue to make sure to secure any other things that may be going on as far as their education or any other things that may come up, the health and things that, kids grow, and clothes and all of those things. So now I'm gonna be worried, how am I gonna do all of that stuff? So the purpose, as you mentioned, was to make sure that income was secured, so that I didn't have to worry about, oh my God, now I gotta go worry about trying to figure out how am I gonna go work in the field or work and do whatever else it is to figure out how am I gonna even learn these skills. So that's basically what you're saying is.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Just imagine, you lost your husband.
Right.
Emotionally, you're already devastated.
Yes, I can't even figure out that.
Now, imagine you lost your husband, your kid lost their father. Now you don't have money to bury your husband, and you struggle to bury your husband.
Right.
After you bury your husband, you wonder how you're gonna take care of your rent or your mortgage.
Right.
How you're gonna put food on
The table.
for your kids. So it's already too much.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Now the reason why those who are listening should think about buying life insurance, you need to think, how much your husband brings or your spouse, or how much together, as both work right now,
Right.
both of you go to work, how much we bring together to protect that income.
Right.
Okay, so we're not gonna go to details. How much is this? How much? Probably that should be part of another show.
Right.
But right now we're preparing you to get to know what life insurance is about.
So then I would need to understand, which is the next question I have is, why do you think people should buy life insurance then?
Absolutely, great question. Why you should buy life insurance, Anitra? So if you are paying attention, we already give some part of the answer.
Because the only other option would be is that if I don't have life insurance, I'm going to have to go find another husband to replace him. And I know that's not going to happen because my heart's going to be broken. I can't go find a husband.
Okay.
So you tell me, why do people really need to buy life insurance?
It's funny. But let me tell you, that's happened a lot, what you said. Just before we answer your question, what people should buy life insurance, that's happened a lot. When you lost your husband, you're still grieving.
Right.
about your husband. Now, all of a sudden, you know, someone show up, and most of that someone you're gonna take is not for love.
No.
You're gonna take that someone just for the bills.
Of course.
And sooner or later, that someone gonna figure it out. When they figure it out, what do you think gonna happen?
They're gonna be very upset, and
They're not gonna. He's
not
gonna
gonna
be happy.
very nice.
He's not gonna happy, and you know, he's not gonna talk, you know, nice way in the house.
Right.
It's a lot of frustration and stuff like that.
And my poor kids.
Absolutely. So that gonna, you know, put your kids in a situation that you would
Not be very
Yes.
good.
So that's the reason why people should think about, especially the men, they should think about, you know, protecting the income, okay? Because they don't want, you know, if anything happen, for someone else to come and, you know, dictate the law in you know, in the house.
Right,
They want to,
And we have kids and we have girls and all of those things. Yeah.
and I guarantee you it's not gonna be in your favor.
No.
Okay, so you have to think about that, you know, think about protecting your income. It's how to protect your income. So if you want to make sure, so how much should be, how much is enough for you to protect, to make sure your income is properly protected. So you can, you know, see the number in the back, in the bottom. So you call us, give us a call at Achievers Financial Education, 786-916-6193. We will be able to help you. Now, to go back to your question, why people should buy life insurance?
Right.
That was
Yeah,
the
why do
question.
you think people should buy life insurance?
That's the reason why people should buy life insurance. You make sure that your responsibility, if you're a man in the house, you need to know that your responsibility, either you alive or you dead, that your responsibility to take care of your kids. Even you alive, either you dead,
Right.
you dead, that your responsibility to make sure that you leave money behind, okay, to take care of your kids. That's your responsibility. That's your responsibility to make sure where your kids gonna live, either you here or not, that your responsibility to make sure that your kids will go to college, that's your responsibility to make sure that your kids, it's not gonna say, oh, they are in the United States of America, they will, so that's not the way it should be, that's your responsibility. Now the only way to make sure that will happen the way you want it to be is to have some, you know, to buy life insurance. You cannot save, like, you may not be able to have $500,000 saved. You may not be able to have 300,000 saved, but you can buy 300,000 in life insurance.
Really?
You can buy $500,000, even $1 million in life insurance. All right?
Yeah.
So you pay a small fee to make sure if anything happens, your kids, it's, you know, your family is well protected.
Wow.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
So it's very important. So people sometimes they think they always think that they have time. They procrastinate a lot. They think I have time to do that.
Yeah.
I have time to do that. And the funny thing, you don't know what's gonna come next.
Yeah.
So you only have the time that you are living right now, the moment you are living right now. You don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. What's gonna happen the next hours. You just don't know. So that's the reason why everyone who are listening right now, especially the men, the husband, the fathers, the dad, that's the reason why you should buy life insurance. Because you don't want someone else, another man, to come to the house and to, you know, dictate the law, where your, you know, kids should go to school, how they should live their life. If you want your kids to go your direction as your dad, you make sure that you prepare that. The best way to do that is now. The best way to do that is today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow is not yours.
Right.
Tomorrow is not yours.
Right.
I think that's the best way to answer your question, Anitra.
Yeah. So in retrospect is if I have my husband had purchased life insurance, and now I look at it now, if I am grieving, I don't have to worry of now I have to go figure out a job
Yeah.
and figure out how to go do all of these things. I can grieve my husband
Absolutely. You can take
and
time.
not have to stress about how am I going to manage the bills, the kids, and all of these other things. I can just grieve him.
Right.
And I know that I have a financial way of being able to take care of all of those things because he's taking care of those things as my husband has done always before.
Right.
And now I can move on if I choose to at some later point, but at the moment I can just take care of the household as he was doing before, and hopefully have had a conversation beforehand if this was to come about to make sure things are in place.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
So that's good to know, to be able to have things to be able to be planned for so that it's not caught off surprise, because a lot of times people don't even know that they have a plan in place and they have to worry or not even know those things. So it's something they should always talk with their spouses about to make sure they're properly taken care of.
All right.
Is there anything else that you would suggest our viewers to know regarding anything else regarding insurance?
What would I say? Like I mentioned before, life insurance is a replacement of income. People should consider buying life insurance to make sure your family is properly protected. And if you want to know how your family could be properly protected, you should find an agent like Anitra. You could find an agent like Mary Michelle. You could find an agent like me. We will be able, like Fabian, we will be able to help you. So we will sit down one-on-one with you, okay, to put a financial need analysis together for you. And the plan, by the way, the financial need analysis, which is an FNA, will tell you the exact amount of life insurance you need and the exact amount of coverage that you need for your family to be properly protected. Okay, so it's depending on how much you bring home, you and your spouse, or if you're a single mom or single father, okay, single dad, okay, so we'll figure it out for you. So, but we need to sit down with you one-on-one according to your need, okay? We'll tell you exactly how much you need to be properly protected. So, other thing that you know, we have a misconception about life insurance, okay? We're not gonna get to detail, and we want you to know all life insurance, we call it every life insurance is life insurance, but not every life insurance is the same. Let me say that all life insurance, we say they call life insurance, but not all life insurance are the same. They are not the same, okay? So you might find different type of life insurance. Yes, we have different type. Either you call it term or you call it cash value insurance or whatever the name. We have so many, all right? So, but not all of them are the same. But to make sure that you have the right type of life insurance according to your needs, okay? Your needs is different than mine. Your need is different than Anitra, okay? Than Anitra needs. So your needs, if you want to know exactly, you need someone. You need a professional, okay, a licensed professional like Anitra, a licensed professional like myself that can help you. So you can call us at any time at 786-333-4246. We'll be able to help you. So that's what I have to say.
Awesome. So that was very informative. I know we'll have more segments that will probably get into more details to give us some more nuggets to be able to get into, but this is very interesting. Thank you for enlightening us today. And I look forward to being able to have our next segment to be able to have more information for us to share with our viewers. So please make sure you guys put comments, let us know so we can figure out if we are resonating with you guys and giving us some good things, and put questions in there so we can make sure you guys are really getting to know if this is something for you or if it's something more you want to know about. So thank you for joining us, and have a wonderful rest of your day.